is a really remote location. Guess she was trying to get as far away from humans as possible.
We stay here? Okay. Got it. Traveler. Paimon. Mom says we should stay out of sight for now. She'll talk to Coya first. Coya is very hostile toward humans right now. So if we show up unannounced, it might just make things worse.
Très bien. Oh, petit sanctuaire de profondeur derrière.
Any idea what they're saying?
Sounds like things are more complicated than I imagined. There's evidence in this area suggesting that Coya might have been the victim of a human attack. No!
Qu'y a-t-il?
It's Chime, Koya's child. The attackers kidnapped her. They came over the sea, under the cover of night, and they took Chime.
What the heck? Who would do such a thing?
I searched day and night, and finally found them.
Quand elle dit les.
Oh, yeah! T'Pol's contraption is working like a charm. Got her in one!
Hey, there's another one! Wait, is that the one that got away last time?
Who cares? Just get them all. T'Pol pays us per catch. CHASCA? How do you get here? Quick, stop her!
Don't you even think about running away!
Bim. C'était rapide.
Don't come any closer, or I'll... Go, phlogiston wings! Take me out of here!
Uh-oh, looks like it malfunctioned.
This is bad. Mom and Coya are already injured. And if that thing explodes right next to them...
Help! Elemental energy suppresses it! Please, someone!
Get back!
It's still going, and it's getting worse.
Guess we need a more permanent solution. All right then.
CHASCA allait au loin la balle de commande défectueuse. Quelques instants plus tard, une énorme explosion retentit au fond de l'océan.
That was too close. I thought I was gonna die.
Ça peut encore s'arranger, monsieur.
Answer us honestly. Were you the ones who attacked Coya before?
I am... No, it was...
Well, she says it was you.
Ah. Si vous continuez à nier, nous avons d'autres moyens de te faire parler.
Just tell me, who sent you here?
It was T'Pol. He told us to catch all the wild kukasaurs we can find. And he also said that this kukasaur has become a thorn in his side, so it needs dealing with urgently.
T'Pol? Huh. Sounds familiar. But where from?
Où peut-on le trouver?
He tends to send his orders in writing. He pretty much never communicates with us in person. When he does, he wears a mask to hide his face. And whenever we trade kukasaurs for phlogiston wings, we deal with his henchmen.
So you didn't even make those wings?
All we did was slap some labels on them and transport them over here, to make them look like they're imported.
To make it harder to trace their origins.
Pourquoi veut-il que vous attrapiez des cucusaures?
I don't know, honest!
Well, that's mighty convenient, huh? What about if I held a gun to your head? Would that change your answer?
No need. I'm sorry. I'll tell you everything I know. T'Pol doesn't tell us much, but he always stresses that he wants them alive. So that gives us some clues. This is just a best guess, of course, but we suspect that the gaseous phlogiston stored in the trackballs is drawn directly from the cucosaurs.
What?
Easy now. You're still injured. Hey, keep talking.
Yes, ma'am. So, the gaseous phlogiston has to be highly refined in order to power the phlogiston wings. The slightest imperfection can have disastrous consequences, as you just witnessed. But the cucosaurs have a natural ability to process gaseous phlogiston. So, if you use them as an intermediary, then...
That's enough. So the cucosaurs you took. Where are they now?
T'Pol should have them. But no one knows where he's based, apart from him and his henchmen. We've tried looking for it ourselves, even followed them a few times. But we always end up losing track of them.
Random thought. Maybe they're hiding up in the sky?
Ça veut dire que nous ne pouvons pas encore nous attaquer aux meneurs.
T'Pol. T'Pol. I'm sure I've heard that name. Maybe it was...
CHASCA, Traveler!
That voice! It's Appa!
Elder Alba? What brings you all the way out here?
Well, I was patrolling nearby when I heard the sound of an explosion. What's going on?
Voilà ce qui s'est passé. Quel est le plan de tes pas là, Alpa?
I don't believe it.
Elder Alba, does the name T'Pol ring a bell to you? I feel like I've seen it written down before. Maybe in a list of candidates for the flying trials?
Huh? So he's a member of your tribe then?
No. If he was a member of the Flower Feather clan, I'd definitely know him.
Dois-nous retourner à la tribu pour enquêter?
Now that you mention it, I do remember a young man from outside our tribe who came to participate in our flying trials once. You were away on a mission at the time, which is probably why you don't remember him. He was a craftsman from the Children of Echoes, but he'd always dreamed of soaring the skies, so he wanted to join our flying squad.
The Children of Echoes. That's rare.
But despite his best efforts, he unfortunately failed to pass the trial and gain the Cucosaur's approval. In the end, he went wingless and returned dejected to the Children of Echoes.
Wingless, huh? Maybe he invented the phlogiston wings to get revenge on the cucosaurs.
Perhaps. Or maybe it's simply his way of dealing with his regrets over his past flying endeavors.
Either way, it doesn't excuse his abuse of the cucosaurs. I'm gonna take these guys back and expose the truth to the tribe. It's time for this conflict to end.
Easy, CHASCA. Remember what I said about keeping a low profile? The ringleader still hasn't shown himself, and this man's allegation about powering the phlogiston wings with cucosaurs is only speculation. Bringing these men to the tribe now won't win over any current supporters of the phlogiston wings. In fact, it may even escalate the conflict further. After all, many are mistrustful of the cucosaurs after recent events.
Is that why T'Pol waited until now to try to capture my sister?
I don't know. I mean, he did tell us to spread negative rumors about the Kukasaurs and slip some mora to anyone opposed to them, but...
But Koya only attacked humans because they stole her child!
Nevertheless, we will be hard-pressed to change people's minds while emotions are running high. Unless we have irrefutable evidence.
On veut dire que nous devons attraper tes pales?
Bravo! My thoughts exactly. In the meantime, leave these men with me. I'll escort them back to the tribe. I'll take the other members of their crew into custody too. They won't get another chance to stir up trouble.
Fair enough. I guess finding T'Pol is going to be the key to resolving this conflict. Let's hope the Children of Echoes have some info on him. Sorry, whatever it is, it'll have to wait till this is all blown over. I have to fix this situation before it spirals out of control. Mom, sis, rest up and get well soon. I gotta fly.
Tout le monde s'en va, ne laissant plus que Chimpu et Coya. Vas-y, suis-la si tu n'es pas rassuré. T'inquiète pas pour moi, je peux me débrouiller toute seule. Oh, d'accord. Bon, rendez-vous chez les enfants des échos pour recueillir des informations.
So Appa says that T'Pol's from the Children of Echoes. But how do we track him down? Just ask around until we find him?
Let's start by talking to someone we know. It'll be faster that way. At this time and place, I'll bet the easiest person to find is... Wakey, wakey, Shilonen!
Oh, it's you. Okay, give me a second. I'll come down.
La personne la plus facile à trouver, oui. Ça dépend pour qui. Dès que vous aimez toutes les deux grimper aux arbres.
I climb trees to fly further and see farther. I don't usually stop for a nap.
Well, we're not all like you. Always full of energy, even after flying around all day. Yeah. So, you've come all this way and interrupted my precious nap time. Might I inquire as to, why?
I'm sorry, Shilonen, but it couldn't wait. Does the name T'Pol mean anything to you? He's a craftsman, apparently.
Huh. T'Pol. Yeah, that rings a bell. I think that's Puma's child.
Est-il de la tribu en ce moment?
Nope, I'm afraid you're a few years too late. Why are you looking for him?
C'est une longue histoire. J'essaie vraiment d'expliquer la situation.
Phlogiston wings. Wow, okay. The kid actually pulled it off. Well, looks like, no more rest for me today.
Pulled it off? You mean he's tried making something like this before?
Yeah, he started trying to build a flying machine right after he got back from the Flower Feather clan.
So right after he went wingless, then. Was this flying machine anything like the gun you made me?
You mean your gun that's harder to tame than the proudest Kukasaur? No, he wanted to build something that allows anyone to fly freely, even if they're not naturally gifted. But he never got very far back then, though. Blew up his workshop a few times and barely made it out alive. I never really kept up with him after that. His parents traveled a lot in their youth and only returned to the tribe after he was born. But they settled in a remote area and don't interact with other people much. Which means most people in the tribe don't know them very well. Your best bet is to chat to his direct family. I'll, go get Puma. Wait for me in front of the workshop. I won't be long.
Bon. Vous êtes trouvé Xionen direct. Je me demande comment elle a fait. Hein. C'est certainement tout sauf facile de trouver Xylonen. Le personnage le plus facile à trouver. Mon œil. Ah, la statue des 7 me donne du phlogistique. Bah, esquive. Peu de temps après, l'atelier de Xylonen.
I'm back. Allow me to introduce to Paul's mother, Puma.
Hello, we're...
Oh, save the pleasantries. I don't want to spend any longer talking about that boy than I have to.
Huh?
I disowned him long ago. He is no child of mine. All he cared about was his pipe dream of reaching the sky. Oh, we tried to talk sense into him, but he was obsessed. And then when he left us, he spouted some nonsense about building a workshop in the sky to avoid the constant criticism of us ground dwellers. He left his notebook behind. Whatever questions you have, you can look for them in there. I am done talking about him. He's no son of mine. He never called me Mom anyhow.
Eh ben.
Wow, they've really fallen out. Paimon sure wasn't expecting that.
Ah oui, là c'est un niveau qu'on n'a pas encore vu dans ce jeu.
Her husband, T'Pol's father, he passed away recently, and T'Pol didn't even bother to show his face at the funeral. If you ask me, that was probably the final straw for Puma.
Ah oui, ok, ça se
I'll
comprend.
go keep her company. If there's anything else you need, just come and find me.
Thank you.
Okay, so this notebook is the only lead we got now, right? What's in there?
Note en lambeau de T'Pol. Rapport numéro 97. L'expérience a été un échec. Quand il fallait s'y attendre, la technologie de Chkanatlan, la cité des braises, n'était pas si évidente à reproduire. Jean Flottant est rapidement tombé sans l'aide de la relique. C'est un problème de puissance ou de poids? Vous savez que nous allons devoir nous contenter des composants de la cité de braise pour le moment. Rapport numéro 120. Ces maudites brutes! Comment est-ce remettre en question mes idéaux? Si nous ne sommes même pas prêts à prendre un risque aussi minime, comment pourrions-nous le surpasser nos prédécesseurs? Peu importe, la relique restera en possession. Il ne me reste plus qu'à poursuivre mes recherches. J'ai sûrement fait des progrès. Rapport numéro 133. Même Père et Puma ne me soutiennent plus désormais. Ils ont dû se laisser convaincre par ces rustres de la tribu, j'en suis sûr. Et alors, même si personne au monde ne me soutenait, j'ai mes méthodes. Il est temps de quitter cet endroit. Mon rêve, c'est le ciel tout entier.
Some early designs for the phlogiston wings, and some theorizing about an airborne workshop. Ochkanatlan, the Cinder City. Looks like that's where he got his technological inspiration from.
So, was he serious about the workshop in the sky? But that's such a big project for one person. Do we think he actually pulled it off?
Est-ce que nous n'avons pas déjà vu ça quelque part?
Oh, yes. The one from the trial arena that was super high up.
That balloon has been there for a while, and everyone's been wondering how it got up there, but what if that's the wrong question? What if it started off even higher up, above the clouds and out of view, and it only descended to its current height due to some kind of malfunction?
Autre terme, ça pourrait être...
Part of T'Pol's workshop?
Seems likely. If T'Pol's base had been hiding above the clouds this whole time, that would definitely explain why Isidore couldn't find it.
I totally called it! But how do we get up there? Chaska, can you even fly that high?
Ouais, mais bon. C'est l'Arma, ils ont quand même besoin de monter et... monter dans le ciel, ça ne se fait pas comme ça non plus. Ça passe pas totalement inaperçu, donc... Ouais. Bon.
By myself? Possibly. But with a passenger, no chance. I doubt even phlogiston wings could take you up that high. At least, not without that relic T'Pol mentioned in his notebook.
Yeah, and he's probably holding on to it. We'll have to find another way.
Et toi, Paimon, tu peux-tu voler aussi haut?
Nope. That's way beyond Paimon's altitude. Also, would you really expect Paimon to go up there and take on T'Pol all by herself?
Let's not worry. Just because we can't think of a solution doesn't mean no one else can. I'm not the only flying expert in my tribe, you know.
Oh, good point. We should go ask Elder Oppa.
And Mutoda. He was quite the flying ace back in the day, too. Let's head back and see what they suggest.
Ouais. On va voir ce que ça donne. Là, t'as l'embout de tes pales. Je fais une petite coupure. Je reviens tout de suite. Ah, Xelonen est là-bas. Allons la voir.
How's the sleuthing going?
Elle progresse. Comment va Puma?
Hanging in there. She seems to have calmed down now. I'll check in with her again later. I think something about handing you that notebook meant she was finally able to let go of a few things, so maybe this was for the best.
Ouais. Tant mieux. Il y a Nepetchka qui est là aussi. Oh. Ah non, ici.
No more Kukasaurs. We want phlogiston wings.
Have you gone mad? The Kukasaurs are our partners.
Ah là là. Grosse dispute.
CHASCA, you're finally back. Things are getting really tense in the tribe. Have you made any headway with your investigation?
Some people even think we arrested the merchants just to support the flying squad and crack down on the phlogiston wings.
Cela continue à dégénérer, mais en ayant arrêté les marchands, peut-être qu'ils ne sont pas les seuls à créer des problèmes.
We found some promising leads, but there's a major obstacle standing between us and the irrefutable evidence we need.
Ça explique ce que vous avez découvert, c'était pas votre
A
théorie.
relic from the Cinder City? So Ochcon's still managing to sow discord, even after all these years.
An airborne workshop and a hot air balloon above the trial arena. And that's where you're trying to get to now?
Vous avez une idée de comment y arriver?
Neither phlogiston wings nor a Kukasaur can take you that high up. Do you really think that's where T'Pol is hiding?
You know what? There might just be a way.
Really?
Do you still remember those spouts in the arena? When they were all blocked, the gaseous phlogiston was trapped and unable to flow. But now, it's flowing freely. If we were to block them up again...
You mean all of them except the one at the very top of the arena? To build up the pressure there?
Precisely. With all the gaseous phlogiston flowing through one spout, it would create a high-pressure wind current.
And then we just ride it up into the sky!
Yes, it has its risks, but with CHASCA's abilities, I think she could manage it.
It's an extremely risky approach. But I agree that it's feasible.
If you want to give it a try, check with Inkanak at the trial grounds. She can explain how to block the spouts. CHASCA, if anyone has a hope of seizing this evidence from the high heavens, it is you.
Ah là là. Ah là là. Bon. On laisse passer la nuit. Une fois de plus. Bon, l'homme au masque.
Although I get where they're coming from, isn't bad-mouthing the Kukasaurs going a step too far?
But without the phlogiston wings, I'll never make it.
Why do you never take off that mask anyway? You got a huge scar or something?
Take off my mask for yourself.
Tout ça, c'est un sujet très embêtant. Mais bon. Hop. Madame. Précipiter la reine à l'épreuve et expliquer la situation à Inkana.
Goodness me, that is a very bold idea.
Maybe so, but we have to act fast. What's the quickest way for us to block off the spouts?
From a technical perspective, I'd have to advise taking some measurements and carefully planning this out first. But I'm guessing that's not what you want to hear.
Ah, je vois.
Then we'll have to take the rough and ready approach. See the solid phlogiston over there? Our prior inspections revealed that some kind of stable structure has formed inside, making it highly damage resistant. It's not without its weak points, but unless they're all struck at the same time, the structural integrity won't be threatened.
So, what happens if we do strike them all at once?
It'll collapse.
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
Yeah, you got it. As long as you hit all the weak spots at once from the right angle, the solid phlogiston will fall right on top of the spout and block it up.
You're right about rough and ready. Sounds like my kind of plan.
Bon. Il y a un CHASCA DC.
Take me up.
Look! There's a chunk of solid phlogiston right over that spout!
On régène.
Open fire! Bullseye!
Où est le dernier? Ah oui, là en bas. Hop là. Ça envoie du lourd. Bon.
Take me up.
Non, y a pas le vent. Bon, tant pis. Plus qu'à grimper, hein. Ah oui. On constate effectivement que qu'il y a beaucoup de trous de vent là.
It actually worked! But wait, how are Paimon and the Traveler supposed to get up there?
Koya can give you a lift. She's actually been following us this whole time.
Wow, Paimon didn't notice at all.
Pourquoi n'était pas venue nous rejoindre?
Well, probably because she didn't want to get too close to humans. Or maybe just me. But right now, we need her power.
Whoa, you didn't even have to summon her.
Yes, up there. That's probably where Chime is. All right, let's go have a little talk with this T'Pol.
Bon, rendez-vous au sommet. Monter dans la Skybase. Ah oui. On est en train de prendre cher à ce fac.
Haven't ever flown that fast before. She feels so ready to throw up.
Au moins, nous sommes arrivés dans ce morceau.
Aha. Just as I thought. It might look like a regular hot air balloon from the outside, but up close, it's clearly been heavily remodeled. And sure enough, it only descended below the cloud line because the custom-built machinery malfunctioned.
Peux-tu identifier le problème?
I should be able to figure it out with DePaul's notebook. Thankfully, I know a little DIY from fixing up my guns when they're having issues. That should just about do it. Now all it needs is a nice hard kick.
Maybe that works on your guns, but... huh? We're really moving!
C'est la magie du coup de pied, Paimon. Ok, donc là, le ballon va remonter jusqu'à la base qui se trouve plus haut dans le ciel. Je pense. Parce que bon, c'est clair que sur le petit truc là...
Here it is! The workshop in the sky! Oh, you gotta see it to believe it.
Eh ben...
Makes you wonder why DePaul even bothers with phlogiston wings when he has tech like this.
Well, according to the notebook, the platform beneath us runs on components from the Cinder City. Those can't be mass-produced. Also, I have some doubts about its mobility after seeing how it moved just now. For someone like DePaul who dreams of flying freely, this definitely doesn't cut it.
But if he's got that relic, he should be able to make a set of prototype wings for himself, right? Why bother making a whole flying workshop so he can mass-produce them?
Tu peux voler librement vers et depuis cet atelier, il dispose certainement déjà d'un prototype d'aile pour lui-même.
But this doesn't add up. If he's already achieved the power of flight, then he must have bigger dreams we don't know about. But what?
With any luck, we'll find the answers in his workshop.
Eh ben... Ça déconne zéro ici. Ça envoie des refs à des jeux que j'ai personnellement pas joué. Mais bon. Je crois que c'était BioShock. Il y a aussi une cité dans le ciel. Parce que bon là... c'est un peu plus qu'un atelier dans le ciel, non?
I'll bet that mechanism on top of the cage opens the door. Let me give it a try.
Et il disparaît. Il s'enfuit.
Let's fly. Why won't it fly away like the others? Is it...
She's still breathing, but barely. By the looks of it, DePaul was using these cages to extract phlogiston from the cucosaurs. Once a cucosaur is drained of phlogiston, it becomes too weak to move. We'll have to come back for these ones after dealing with DePaul.
Et d'autres notes ici.
Let me see. Looks like a record of his phlogiston research. Log number 330. With the support of...
I was finally able to launch the airborne workshop. Even though it relies on the relic for 80% of its power supply, I've at least taken the first step. Log number 348. Research on the relic is progressing well. I should be able to replicate the technology and scale up production very soon. Has proposed a name for this groundbreaking invention, the phlogiston wings. I think I'm getting close. Soon I will achieve my dreams. Log number 377. Encountered some issues with the new smaller model phlogiston wings. The gaseous phlogiston showed some volatility during the refinement process. Thinks we should proceed at a more cautious pace with the refinement experiments. But after so many past failures, I have to prove that I will succeed this time. Log number 114. Ran an experiment using cucosaurs to refine gaseous phlogiston. It was a success. Log number 117. I've started recruiting merchants and hunters to capture wild cucosaurs. Log number 121. Major breakthrough in the efficiency of phlogiston yield.
Huh? So many parts have been crossed out!
Le contexte, il devrait s'agir d'un nom.
Yeah, probably the contact he alluded to in his other notebook. Guess he has a benefactor.
Did anyone else notice how the numbering system in this notebook suddenly changed halfway through?
Oui, le ton est aussi très différent.
We haven't got time for textual analysis, I'm afraid. Grab the notebook and let's press on. Huh. Never seen one of these before. Looks like this was built with the Cinder City components, too.
You're not thinking of giving it a nice hard kick, are you? Whoa! What's that mechanism doing?
It's asking for a nice hard kick where it hurts. Aim for the weak spot.
Non. Putain. Ok. Lorsque j'ai vu que j'avais appuyé sur la mauvaise touche, je me suis dit non, on est mort. Mais non. On n'a pas fait la chute du siècle. Parce que là, ce serait la chute du siècle. Hein. On est tellement haut au-dessus de Taiwan.
It's Paul's henchmen. He must have brought them here using the relic and his prototype wings. Watch out! Bullseye! 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 Open fire!
Très efficace en tout cas, CHASCA. J'ai l'impression. Là, je n'ai plus de logistique. Ah. J'espère qu'on va écouter des informations utiles. On va regarder les notes de Tepal à la recherche d'informations.
Log number 403. Introduced me to some new comrades who fully support my ideas. I told them that some saurians are blessed with wings, and some people with natural gifts, while the less fortunate among us can only look on longingly as they seize the skies. But I also told them that progress can erase individual differences. Think of the tools humanity has made to fight back against wild beasts. The law we have put in place to even the playing field between the strong and the weak. I promised them that our research will be the new frontier of human progress. With our phlogiston wings, the power of flight will no longer be for a select few to enjoy. Imagine a world where the skies are for all to share. I only hope that when we finally achieve this goal, we'll be proud of me.
Imagine a world where the skies are for all to share. Yes, what a wonderful world that would be. If only it were possible. We could respond faster, and so many tragedies could be prevented. But DePaul, what about the saurians you're draining dry of phlogiston? You're not sharing the sky, you're stealing it! Bad move. I won't let you get away with it.
CHASCA.
I'm fine. Let's keep moving. I don't think we'll find anything else here.
Et qui est la traîtresse qui travaille avec lui?